Hello, Batribike Gamma S. Let's jump straight in. Price point in the UK market is £2,199 for this model. This has got a larger battery in it, so they do 3 different models of battery: small, medium, large. It's all to do with the range. So this one here has up to 98 kilometers range. Depends if you're using it on hills or not. If you use a lot of hills, you're going to cut that down, but the weight is altered by the size of battery you fit to it, of course. This one's 24.4 kilos. The smaller the batteries you fit, then the less the weight of the bike. It's a centre mounted motor, so it's got 100 Newton meters torque in there, so a fairly chunk of power sitting inside the middle of that frame there. The warranty from this company, it's a family run business from England. They've partnered up with a Danish company to get these manufactured for the British market only. With it being family run, their warranty is pretty good. 5 years on the frame, you've got 3 years on the motor, and you've got 2 years on parts and electronics. So it's a pretty decent package of the bike. So you can go below the £2,000 mark with this, but it's a small battery you're getting fitted, so just short journeys with it, whereas this one is kind of an all-day sort of bike. Really good points with this one. Really nice saddle it's fitted to. It's got all the accessories. Lights come pre-fitted. These are run through the battery, so your lights can be on. Mud guards, really good set of tyres, like they're decent chunky tyres, and the chainstay. The chain protector here just stops your legs getting covered in the grease of the chain. It's a proper fitted one, like it doesn't go anywhere, it is solid. A lot of the bikes we see, certainly the cheaper ones, the £1,500 and less, these guards are just cheap plastic and they're going to break within the first few months, but that's a solid piece of kit on there. The saddle, quite impressed again. The RRP on that saddle generally for something along those lines would be about £50–60. So again, you don't see that. A lot of the bikes we sell out here that are above the £2,000 mark come with a £20 saddle, because you're expected to fit your own good saddle to it. It does have Connect Plus as well, so this is their own app that you can get from their website. So you can connect this to your phone, mount your phone in the centre of the handlebars, and then you've got I think you have your battery life, your speed, and which mode you've got the battery set in. So you can change the different modes. Again, like all e-bikes, you can change the modes from this button or from your phone to how much power it's giving you. So a small bit of assistance, or it's giving you Chris Hoy on the back of the bike, pushing you up the hills. Shimano brakes throughout, so hydraulic disc brakes front and rear. These are really standard Shimano models, rarely go wrong. If they do, they're very cheap and inexpensive to replace. Standard brake pads in them as well, so again, every bike shop in the land carries Shimano stock, and that covers the rear mech as well. No issues with the rear mechs of this kind of model. Most of this is metal, there's a little bit of plastic there, but they're fairly solid rear mechs. Again, if it goes wrong, it's straightforward and simple. Even the rear mech hanger that they've used is a bog standard, every bike shop carries it, rear mech hanger. It's not specifically made for this Danish produced bike. It's every bike shop in Britain carries those rear mech hangers. They're used across the range on a lot of different bikes. Kickstand as well, fairly decent quality, full alloy cast kickstand, adjustable as well. Pretty good. It's mounted on the frame here, is becoming more popular. It just has a better standing, whereas mounting in the centre of the bike, they tended to pivot and topple over a bit, but the rear mounted ones seem to be a lot better fitted. One downside that I can see from this, just as I was setting this video up, it's non-quick release wheels, so you will need to carry a spanner with you to remove the wheels if you get a puncture when you're out cycling with it. Bit of a bummer, you need to carry a little metal spanner with you, whereas every modern bike has quick release wheels. I don't really see the reason why it's non-quick release. The manufacturer's done it at some point for some reason. I get it, they're stronger, they're better fitted to the frame. It's a much more mechanically sound joint, having an axle bolted in. You can put a lot more leverage into that, but carry a spanner with you and you're good to go. The tyre quality is pretty good as well, so chance of getting a puncture are far less likely. Handlebars, full adjustability here, so you can raise and lower through this stem here, and you've also got the angle adjustment here as well. You can't, this is me kind of got it maxed out height wise. Any higher extension, you're going to have to go to a bike shop and ask them to fit longer cables, because you're going to end up snagging the cables. When you're turning, you're going to put pressure on the gear cable and it's going to start changing the gears when you're trying to turn around a corner. So you can't maximise this just now. The hardware's there, you can raise it up, but you'll have to get a mechanic, your local bike shop, to fit some longer gear cables to the bike. Another point, the grips that are on it, they're good ergonomical grips. They've got that kind of wide part there for your palm, but they're not fixed to the handlebar. These are just your kind of old school way of fitting grips, so they just slide on over time these will become loose and they will start to rotate on the handlebar. Because they're designed to be in a certain position, when they rotate they become uncomfortable. So that's another little upgrade you'd probably do down the line. You'd fit a set of lock-on handlebar grips so they stay in one position. Shimano trigger gears, which means they're quite precise. There's not grip shift for that, just straight in, bang, bang, there you go. Microshift is a different brand. This is advertised with Microshift gears in some of the online information, but it is coming with SRAM. I think that's to do with a supply and demand issue. But Shimano is the better gear set for it. If it came with Microshift, it's slightly further down in the pecking order in terms of quality of group set gearing for it. The rear pannier rack, really decent, solid quality, thick all the way around. It's got this kind of double joint at the bottom here, but it is welded at the back of it. It does have a guide weight to fit to that, but you could easily put enough kit in the back of that there for camping or whatever you're doing that day. You could take this on a proper tour. Say the saddle's decent, handlebars good, lights are fairly good as well. Not really to see, more to be seen with. If you're cycling through town lit up areas, just to be seen by other vehicles using the road and other people. If you wanted to see, it fits some bigger lights to the bike. I think that's about it. 700c wheels, so it's more along the hybrid level. Batribike do make a 26-inch wheel, slightly beefier tyre, but the suspension in the front, this will give you that comfort. If I've missed anything, folks, please comment below. I'm trying to get better at these videos. This is my first one for a while. Thanks for watching.